For decades, the way we fought heart disease has been pretty much the same. But today, we're talking about a fundamental shift, a complete change in how we understand and fight the #1 killer in the world. And believe it or not, it all comes down to a breakthrough involving your body's own immune system. You know the drill, right? Your doctor says watch your diet, cut the fat, and definitely take your statins. And millions of us, we do everything right. We follow all the rules, but the disease still gets worse. Our arteries still get clogged. It's a super frustrating paradox. But what if the rules themselves are about to change? Well, guess what? They are changing. There's a major shift happening in cardiology right now, and it's moving us beyond just managing the disease. We're going to break down exactly what that is and how it works. Okay, so let's start with what some people are calling the statin paradox. Now, statins are incredible drugs, no doubt about it. They lower the amount of cholesterol your body produces. But here's the catch. For a lot of people, they don't actually stop the disease from progressing. They are an absolutely crucial piece of the puzzle, but they are not the whole puzzle. So what's the missing piece? Well, new research from Clemson University and the Medical University of South Carolina puts it just like this. The real goal isn't just about preventing new cholesterol from gumming up the works. It's about actively removing the plaque that's already there, clogging your arteries right now. Now, to really get why this is such a huge deal, we need to look at why our bodies fail to keep our arteries clean in the first place. You see, it turns out your immune system has its own cleaning crew, but they're just not getting the job done. So let's meet the key player in this whole story, an immune cell called a macrophage. The easiest way to think of them is as the janitors of your cardiovascular system. Their entire job is to patrol your artery walls and clean up all the junk, especially that dangerous cholesterol. Okay, so here's how the problem starts. That bad kind of cholesterol, it doesn't just float by. It actually works its way into the walls of your arteries and sets up shop, starting a slow, silent buildup. Now, your body isn't just going to sit back and let that happen. It senses the threat, so it sends in the janitors, those macrophages, to get in there and literally eat up that cholesterol, trying to clear the area and keep things healthy. It's your body's natural defense at work. But here's the twist. This is where it all goes wrong. The macrophages get completely overwhelmed. They eat so much cholesterol that they basically become bloated, they get stuck, and then they die right there inside the artery wall. So instead of cleaning up the mess, they actually become part of the clog. They make the plaque and the inflammation even worse. And this brings us right to the breakthrough. I mean, if the janitors are the problem, what if we could just fix them? What if we could give them better tools? Well, that's exactly what this new research is all about, reactivating your body's own cleanup crew. So the researchers pinpointed two key proteins, ABCA1 and ABCG1. Think of them as upgrades for the janitors. When you activate these proteins, the macrophages stop getting stuck. Instead, they start actively grabbing cholesterol, pulling it out of the artery wall, and shipping it off to the liver so it can be disposed of for good. They literally turn your immune cells into these incredible cholesterol extraction machines. And that's the fundamental difference right there. Statins, they work by turning down the faucet. They reduce how much new cholesterol your body is making. This new immune therapy? Totally different. It's like bringing in a demolition crew to dismantle and haul away all the junk that's already piled up. It targets the existing plaque directly. And you don't have to take my word for it. The lead researcher, Dr. Alexis Stomatagos, puts it perfectly. This isn't just about tinkering with cholesterol levels in your blood. This is about going directly to the source of the problem, the actual dangerous plaque that's already built up inside your arteries. And I want to be clear, this isn't just some one-off study. This discovery is part of a much larger wave of new science. It's a whole new frontier in medicine, and it's all focused on one thing: plaque reversal. In fact, there's parallel research happening right now where scientists are designing microscopic nanoparticles to hunt down and target the most dangerous inflamed plaque. And in early models, these therapies have been shown to slash that high-risk plaque by over 50%. The momentum is definitely building. So why does all this matter so much? Well, because every single year in the US alone, nearly 1 million people die from cardiovascular disease. The sheer scale of this problem is just staggering. And to make that massive number feel a little more real, think about this. Every 40 seconds, someone in America has a heart attack. This isn't some distant problem. It's a constant, relentless ticking clock. So the real takeaway here is this. we are witnessing a potential shift from a lifetime of just managing a chronic disease to the very real possibility of actively reversing it. That right there is the incredible promise of this new science. Okay, so while this specific therapy is still in development, the science behind it gives us a powerful new way to think about our health. It actually changes what you can do and what you should be asking your doctor about right now, today. So here's a simple 3-step action plan. First, when you talk about statins, understand they're important for reducing risk, but they're not the complete solution. Second, focus on inflammation. It is the common thread in all of this new research. Your diet, exercise, stress levels, they all matter big time. And third, ask your doctor for a high-sensitivity C-reactive protein test. It actually measures inflammation in your arteries, and it gives you a much clearer picture of your true risk than your cholesterol numbers alone. The thing is, this science is moving incredibly fast, and that means the gap between what a top researcher knows and what a busy doctor can tell you in a 15-minute checkup, well, that gap is getting wider and wider. Staying informed is probably the best tool you have to advocate for your own health. And that leaves us with this one final thought. For decades, we have looked for a cure for heart disease in a pill bottle. But this new science suggests we should be looking somewhere else entirely. What if the most powerful tool for reversing heart disease isn't something we need to invent, but something we just need to reactivate? Could it be that the cure is already inside us?